Hello, I'm Michael Glass from FXcast Market Analysis Team. This is our market analysis for Wednesday, July 20th. In each of our videos, we try to come up with high probability trading setups. We'll look at the gold chart for leading sentiment. We'll come up with the low volatility and an inside bar watch list, and we'll review the economic calendar to see what could affect our open and potential trades. As always, please send your comments and feedback to analysis@fxcast.com. As always, we're going to start off with our gold chart. We can see our 11 to 12 day move up here, a couple inside bars. But as we talked about, eventually we have to pull back. We have to breathe. Doesn't necessarily mean we're going to come back and test the 20 moving average or this last consolidation resistance. But what we can see as we grab our crosshairs is that there certainly could be a potential for the market to pull back to this past swing high right in here. So how can we confirm that is we'll come over to our hourly market profile. We can see that we are already oversold. Certainly we can see that since we have a bearish engulfing candle here. So we're getting close to oversold. We're actually already in it, so there's already a probability of reversing. And when we look at our market profile, we can see that around this 1585 price level there is going to be some volume support anyway because of what happened early last week and now what's starting off with this week. Notice that this is exactly where we got down and we're pausing where in the past we accumulated volume. So I'll watch to see what happens here at this 1585 price level. If we break through that, then certainly I think we'll retest on the daily this past swing high. So a weak gold for the day does what to the market? Starting off with the pound dollar. What we can see with the pound dollar on the daily is two things. Selling volume still in control, still light volume, but also on the daily we can see that this 1.6175 price level, this 1.167, 1.168 price level, we paused here, we wicked here, and then we wick here today. So there's definitely some sellers at this price level saying, we find value, let's push it down. That doesn't mean we have a down candle, but it does mean that the sellers are finding value at this 1.6175 price level. So it's going to be hard for us to get through this, and we will see that through our market profile. So it seems like what was once a nice tight consolidation range really now is around this 1.59 up to this 1.61 price level. What's going to be our catalyst to break us out? Not only of this range, but also this downtrending channel that we're in. Well, we'll come over to our market profile, our hourly view. We can see that we bounced off our long time moving average in the neutral zone. We've gone up and we're potentially coming back, but for the most part you can see still we got to push down to the our long term moving average, and then we return. Where do we return to? Right back to this range that we've been in for a couple days. So we're back in this range. We came out of it and we came right back. So this 1.607 up to 1.617, which we talked about, that's a real nice tight range that we seem to be oscillating in for the past several days with one little breakout. Why is that? Well, look at our who's in control indicator. We can see even when the dollar or the pound takes control, they're really running parallel to each other. They're not diverging, moving away from each other. They're really just kind of hanging out together, and that brings about parity. Even now, as the dollar takes control, they're both right next to each other, and they're both below zero. Parity. And we can see that also on our moving average on the dollar and the pound, that they both broke higher, but in the end they're basically parallel to each other, which is going to equal parity. Switching over to the euro dollar, here we are also starting to range again. We're not seeing it get up as high as the pound dollar did, but it is starting to range in value again. We talked about in the past that we had lighter volume, but notice today we kicked up in volume. Even though the selling volume is still in control, we did kick it up a notch here. So what we need to do is see, are we going to go back and retest this, or are we really in another tight range? And again, we talked about this yesterday. We'll talk about it again today. Why are we ranging? There's this uncertainty about what's going on with the debt ceiling in the States, and the uncertainty about what's going on with the bailouts of some of the pigs in the Eurozone. Portugal, Ireland, Greece, and Spain. So when we come over here, we're finally, this is one that was been way off of the long-term moving average, and we finally got to move up. But where we're at now is the neutral zone. This is neutral. The long-term moving average is up off of neutral. So we're in the neutral zone, just like the pound dollar. The dollar took control, but it's very fractionally. We did see some divergence here, and that's why at least we got some movement on this. You can see when the euro took control, we got some movement. There was some divergence, but now they've come back to each other, which is why we're in a neutral zone, and we may consolidate for a little bit. And again, we can see on our moving averages, we can see that the dollar is trying to make a move up, but the euro is making a move up also, which is why we have them both angling up under zero. So I would like to see us get out of the neutral zone, and I would like to see one of these pairs truly take control and begin to diverge away from the other, just like the pound dollar. Finally, we'll end with the dollar franc. And on our long-term view, we said that we're probably going to make a move back to the 20 moving average, a move back to our past support level, and that's what we're doing. Now, what's interesting is this will just be a place where sellers find value and push it down again. We'll have to wait and see. Light volume, so only the euro dollar had a pickup in volume, still light volume, sellers still in control. And as we come over, we can see we made a move to our long-term moving average, kind of failed a little bit, but we're basically hanging out in the neutral zone. Here, as the dollar took control, we are seeing that divergence. The dollar is moving up, the franc is moving lower, thus we're getting that move up. The dollar is taking control, is allowing for this move back up. And you can see it here where the dollar is moving up and the franc is moving down. That's great, but we do need to get out of this neutral zone before we look for a position. Currently, for our low volatility and our inside bar watch list, we have no candidates. Let's go to the economic calendar. As we look at our economic calendar, the big thing that jumps out at me is the MPC minutes for the pound. That has to do with their monetary policy, so that can certainly affect the market. The rest of them, I think, are not going to be that impactful. We would like to thank you for watching our FXcast market analysis. As we continue to improve and make adjustments so that you're getting value from our videos, we want you to take the time to give us feedback, give us comments, send us questions about what you would like to see in our videos, and you can send those comments and feedbacks to analysis@fxcast.com, or you can post to our daily forum. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you next time.